My 28 female, husband 29 male, left me on our wedding night. We've been married for 3 months now. Yet I'm still trying to process something that happened on our wedding night. After the celebration, we had planned to spend our first night together in a room we had booked. Instead, my husband chose to leave and spend the evening with his friends. I went in the hotel alone.
What?
Dump him.
Yeah, dump him.
What a jerk.
If you haven't signed the papers yet, don't sign them.
It was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, but that night felt like one of the loneliest moments I've ever experienced.
I don't understand why.
I think you're overreacting. No, totally would feel lonely. I was deeply hurt and devastated. We talked about it afterward. I wouldn't be talking about it. There might be some screaming at him, but I wouldn't be like, okay, let's discuss what just happened, honey.
It was not very nice.
I love him very much, and because of that love, I chose to give him another chance.
Ugh.
I want our marriage to work. I want to move forward. Love does not conquer all.
Yeah, there's 2 people in a marriage.
Or hopefully there is. Seemed like she was alone. But when I think back to that night, there's still a quiet ache in my heart. I find myself reliving it, and each time I feel a small but sharp pain. I'm trying to forgive him, truly, yet sometimes I feel emotionally numb and unsure whether I'm still hurting, whether I've suppressed it, or whether I simply haven't allowed myself to grieve properly. What makes it harder is that his family and friends don't see anything wrong with what happened.
Yeah, obviously his friends didn't care because they would have told him, no, you stay with your wife.
Yes. To them, it wasn't a big deal, but to me, it was deeply personal. It wasn't a big deal because it wasn't their wedding night.
It should be a big deal. I feel like it's a big deal to us.
Yep. If there's one night that you and your husband should spend together, I'm pretty sure it should be your wedding night.
Yeah, you're supposed to consume it.
Consume each other. I love my husband. I don't want resentment to grow in my heart, but I'm afraid I don't know how to fully move past this.
I feel resentment. If one writes a Reddit post, there might be resentment.
Well, she definitely does feel resentment. How do you heal from something like this? Edit. The after party wasn't planned beforehand. They only decided to have it right after our wedding reception. Our wedding venue closed at 10 p.m, so I was excited to rest with him after that, but they decided to have an after party because his friends felt the wedding party ended too soon. That's when they found another venue to continue drinking, planning to stay until around 5 a.m. I got to the hotel around 11 p.m, and that's when it really hit me that I was alone. Everything sank in at that moment. My question would be, like, when she's bringing this up to him now, what's his response? Is he like, well, none of my friends or family think it's a big deal, so I don't know why you do? Or is he like, you know, oh, you're right, that was a bad decision
Calm
that
down,
I made.
G.
I don't think at all that you're going to just get over this without a lot of
Gifts.
Atonement. And 9 months of foot rubs.
I think more than that, he needs to see that it is an issue. None of this, I'm sorry if you were hurt. I think there needs to be a realization of, damn, that was the wrong thing to do that night.
Yeah, if that's what he does on your first day of being married, I can't even imagine what's going to happen with the rest of it.
If his friends and whoever family want to have an after party, go right ahead. But I don't know why he would think it was appropriate to do it too, unless she wanted to go as well. Of course, that would be different.
Yeah, why was she not invited?
Maybe she was, and she was like, no, I would like to enjoy my wedding night. Okay, so in the comments, somebody asked, what did your husband have to say about it? Which is my key question too. And OP does answer that question, and she says, he said he's really sorry that he only realized how wrong and stupid it was when I didn't reply to his messages while they were at the after party. He said he'll never forgive himself and can't turn back time, but he promised he will always try to make it up to me. I gave him this chance because I knew he truly regrets what happened. I know him and I can see that he's sincere. Okay, we're working with something.
Yes.
Right? Like, he's apologetic, he's regretful, he sees exactly what the problem was. So I feel like maybe there's hope.
What I want to know is, when did he realize that she was not answering? And did he stay there? Because she mentioned it was up to 5 a.m., the after party. I feel like it's not 5 a.m. that you realize that your new wife is not answering you anymore.
Right. I mean, I don't necessarily know if it is, how long it took, and we don't know how long he stayed at the after party. If he realized that she wasn't answering the messages and thought, oh, maybe this wasn't the right thing, and still stayed at the after party, then that's still an issue. It feels like a lack of maturity. I mean, I know he's 29, and that's supposed to be a full-grown adult. But, I mean, people can grow and can learn and can have realizations. You will not get that wedding night back. I think it's going to take probably a lot for you to get past it. Would I end my marriage over it if my husband was showing that he's really regretful? There's room to grow. You can learn from your mistakes, but it's never going to give you back your wedding night. So you either accept that or you have a new wedding.
Yeah.
His punishment is to organize a new wedding night for you.
Or it would be with someone else.
The fact that he seems really regretful kind of helps the whole thing for me. So somebody asked, what happened that led him to going to an after party but you going to the hotel? I've been to weddings where the couple stays out all night, and I've been to weddings where they kick everyone out and turn in. So I'm wondering how it came to be that there's an after party that only he attended. Were you not invited or didn't want to go and he went anyway?
It's as if they can read our minds.
OP responded, actually, the after party was only planned that night because the venue was closing and his friends still wanted to keep drinking. Yes, I was invited, but I was so tired and I just told him to enjoy.
Wow.
Honestly, I was completely exhausted, and maybe that's why the reality of being alone only hit me when I got to the hotel. Okay, now that's a different thing. I don't think he should have gone anyway. I don't think he should have wanted to go. But you told him that it was okay to enjoy.
Yeah, it's the read between the line thing.
I get it, but honestly, like, and I've definitely have done this, and I'm not saying I still don't do it, but not sometimes. If you know what you want, don't pretend it's not what you want. You can't expect the other person to be a mind reader.
Yeah, it seems like from what she said, that she didn't kind of maybe said it like almost out of a habit.
I think sometimes, for me, the kind of person I am, it would piss me off that you would even ask. And so I might say, go, enjoy. But I'm angry, and you better say, no, I'm not. But that's, in a way, not fair either. I can, instead of saying go, enjoy, and be angry, I can still be upset that you've even asked me, but I should say it. I should say I'm really upset right now that you want to go, and it's an option to still go if I don't want to go. But, you know, you can't 100% put it on him, I feel like, if you told him to go and enjoy. I don't think he should have.
Yeah.
But you told him that it's fine. If you want something, don't say the opposite.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more complicated than, oh, he left me and he went out with his friends and just left me, like, alone in the hotel. Like, I think that's a little misleading.
Yeah, I feel betrayed.
I've read a few of the comments, but that was because there was answers to them, but I'll read a few more to get a feel of what other people think too. I could see a world where a nice guy would do this. He's wound up and energized still. Is he more extroverted than you? And thought, since you were exhausted and he wasn't, and I assume he was already drunk making this decision. That's true too. And many men are not emotionally intelligent enough to decipher. Well, let me finish.
Please.
Not
give some of us some credit.
They said many men, not all. Enough to decipher that they shouldn't be doing something after their wife said enjoy, If it only hit you when you got to the hotel, you probably hadn't been clear. It would make you unhappy to be apart. It sucks to have to spell out what you want when you think it should be obvious. And I agree, it should be obvious, but he's in party mode. You're about to pass out, and you told him to enjoy. So I don't think this is divorce worthy. But you are entitled to your feelings, and I'm glad he was sorry. You are not doomed over this, and I think you'll get over it eventually, if he is a good husband. Now, I agree with most of that. Maybe not about the emotionally intelligent. Maybe I don't agree with that. Maybe I do.
Depends on the man.
Of course it does.
Depends on the woman
but
too.
we're generalizing here. As much as it's irritating, I don't think it's fair to expect someone to read your mind. I want that. I want my mind to be read. But it's not fair
She does.
to expect it. I think he was dumb to do it, but I don't think he had like terrible intentions.
No, it doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah.
You framed it like that.
Yeah. It's okay. She wanted people to read, and like we're gonna frame it like that too when we when we post it. That's it. Bye.
Bye. Subscribe.